Hello guys, welcome to another expository conversation here on Obi Dati Family TV. The program is a town hall different. My name is Ekene and always with me here is Ibukun. How are you doing?
I'm very fine, thank you. Hello and good evening everyone. My name is Oliole Christabel Ibukun Oluwa and you're tuned into another episode of A Town Hall Different. And with us we have...
Yes, my second time on the show. It's P. Catch. And you're welcome to the program, A Town Hall Different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in the midst of fuel scarcity in the country, scarcity of cash as well, the both opposition parties have found grounds to not just insult each other but open their baskets of trash to talk about things that are not very necessary. To the point of the governors visiting the president to request for extension from the Central Bank of Nigeria. These are the matters we're going to be looking at this evening. But the first one is bullion van will not determine the outcome of election. Atiku blasts Tinubu. Guys, this is really an interesting one. You know, the campaign started sort of with a soft landing. Everybody were minding their business. They were trying to talk about their manifestos for those that have manifesto anyway. Because for me, Labour Party was the only
one with an actual manifesto.
Talking about their manifesto. Yeah. They opened up the soft copy, the hard copy. They were asking anybody that could go to the website to download it. But these guys were just making fun of themselves. They go to rallies, they were just gisting. Now, it seems PDP has joined in backlashing, talking and using inciting languages. How did you receive this news the first time you heard about it?
Oh no, I was actually expecting it. I mean, this is PDP and APC, for God's sake. They are the lords of dirty politicking. So I knew that at some point they would not be able to like disguise their what would I say now? I don't know how to put this now. They won't be able to disguise their thuggery and their true nature. So they would obviously come down to this, whether at some point or another. No, I'm not surprised. I was expecting this actually.
I feel it's a diversionary kind of politics when people are empty, they don't have anything to say. They want to engage you, you know, to start talking about trivia things like this.
Yes.
I feel Nigeria is bothered with a lot of things, and this is somebody talking about bullion van. Should that be a subject of conversation?
This is the problem. You know, this is the kind of politics that we've seen for ages. Yeah. Okay, this is the way it's practiced. That is why these old school guys are so used to it that they forget that the people actually want to hear what they have to offer. Their real manifesto, instead of taking jabs at each other. Okay, this is the season for this kind of drama now. As we just wind down the last days to the elections, that's when you see the biggest drama ever. In fact, I'm expecting them to release more venom from their can of worms. You know, this is just the beginning.
Yeah.
Okay. We need that camp scattered more because it's the favor of our family.
Exactly.
Of course, it's like we are going to watch so much happen between now and 2050. It is like get your cups to sip your tea.
I'm telling you, get your popcorn.
Tea will be.
Oh Lord.
The next one is armed thugs invade APC campaign venue in Rivers, destroy property.
Wow. I mean, of course. It's their technique. Who is using it on them? You know, APC, this is APC technique now.
But you know that Rivers State is a PDP state.
Okay, so...
Yes, Wike State. So they may start fingering PDP behind it. Yes, to be the brain behind it. But anywhere, it's totally wrong, okay?
So, but don't you think he's somehow very suspicious that it's only APC campaign rallies that will find thugs invading?
It's their team. It's their people. They cannot deny their people because of the election.
To fight,
now.
what they did not nip on the board.
Thugs is actually the no. This is not even refused to fight. They were like weaponized by APC in the administration of Lagos. I feel like there's nobody that lives in Lagos that does not know that thuggery is like another arm of the government.
Almost a normal Lagos.
Yes, in Lagos State. In fact, they are legalized. They are normalized. Agbero. We are used to them, and they use them for their purposes at APC. So. Of course.
Let's go to the story here, which is very interesting. INEC commences training for over a 1,000 personnel engaged for 2023 election coming up on February 25th. And I remember one of the those that are going to watch in this election, an NGO, Enough is Enough. She was on national television, I think yesterday or day before yesterday, talking about INEC telling Nigerians that one of the major reasons why beavers, you know, might not allow you to vote, and a lot of persons that did not collect their PVC, is because they registered twice. But the lady continued to say that thousands of Nigerians, their major problem is not actually registering twice. She has some of her friends that went directly to INEC to request for their PVC, but they could not get it.
Wow.
And they opened up a website, WhatsApp group, asking people to come and complain. And the number of complaints they have registered or gotten is more than 10,000. And so she was requesting, since the collection of PVC ended, I think yesterday, the day before yesterday, what is INEC going to do to solve this
Seeing
problem?
as the fault is with them and not with the people,
Yeah, you know, when you hear INEC say they are burning down most of INEC offices or INEC outlets in the country, this is another issue INEC needs to address.
Of course, their incompetence is it's alarming. INEC incompetence has marked almost every election that we have had in Nigeria. It's like they allow these politicians to just do whatever. You know, the body is supposed to be independent in its regulatory duties, but INEC is so deeply embroiled in Nigerian politics that it's as if Nigerian politicians have them on a chokehold. And what is most sad is that it's the corrupt politicians that have them on a chokehold.
Sorry to pause, and I even saw the video where one of us here, the analyst Sharon, where she posted that she could not get her PVC. Where is my own PVC? The question is everywhere. The number of persons that registered for this PVC newly from last year till now is close to 12 million plus. And in that 12 million plus, how many of them can INEC tell us
have received their PVC? This is actually a direct query to INEC. Like, what is the issue? What is going on? People have a real desire to vote. They, you know, for a long time we've complained about Nigerians and political apathy. Exactly. Now we are in a stage where Nigerians are desperate to vote, and you're not making the means through which they will vote available. Why is this happening? We need to call INEC out and ask them questions like, why is this happening and what will you be doing?
And INEC has said they will not postpone the elections. That 25th of February is sacrosanct. What do you think about this?
Yes, gross incompetence has been the order of the day with INEC. Okay, so we are not surprised. They just seem to be judging themselves by probably their last performance. They don't really look at the big picture and excellence and achieving that wholeness. But probably they're judging themselves from the last time they did it. They are better off now. But still, we have not gotten there yet. There's still a lot of lapses and, you know, a lot of loopholes. People are complaining. A lot of people have been disenfranchised, okay? And nobody wants them to move the date of the election as it stands now, okay? So, but, you know, they're just trying to do what they can do. With this training, about 1.2 million people were trained recently. And I just hope that they will be able to handle the elections.
And I tell you, there was a suggestion from an APC member in one of the national television that INEC should consider using manual register. And I said, God forbid. I will never accept the idea of manual register.
You want to take us
because
back?
That's retrogression. That's the spirit of retrogression and backwardness.
If somehow you do not possible, at least encourage others around you that have their PVCs to go and vote.
Exactly.
These results must be transmitted electronically.
That's exactly how it's going to be.
Because all this writing of names, pasting somewhere.
Paper.
Once paper start flying, that's how the ballot box will be
disappearing. Exactly.
You know, I watched clips of elections in the past where you see one person vote like how
multiple
many times?
Yeah.
You see this man literally just walk away and come back with fresh paper.
Hey,
It's
like
terrible.
all over the place and
It's
keep
terrible.
voting for the same party. You like one person is responsible for close to 50 votes, and then you'll be like, yeah, this person have won in the south, east, west. But then we know that you orchestrated your victory. You voted for yourself and you paid for the vote and you entered power. So INEC needs to fix up. I beg. It's a mess. INEC needs to fix up.
I think for our viewers, it will be very interesting if you are watching us. Please drop right on the comment section if you have gotten your PVC.
Exactly.
And
Let's
also
know.
share your experience with us. Let's know how you got it, what happened.
Yeah.
And if you don't, tell us the problem you are facing. I think it's important for INEC to open portals where people can drop direct complaint. You don't walk into their office or places where you get this PVC and you don't see anybody. I remember one of the videos we saw, I think in Enugu State, where the lady was selling the PVC. You need to give me money for the transportation fare. I went to the center, I got it for you people. And thanks to God, I think she was disciplined and stuff like that happened. Let's check this next story. Significance of P2B's Abia campaign tour. How did I say this? It was massive, really. Everybody was shouting. Abia State is a PDP state. And they felt that no labor
Could ever, infiltrate
Penetrate.
like that.
Exactly.
It was done. I mean, since the Obidati campaign started, we have seen miracle upon miracle. It has
we're
been
moving like Wi-Fi.
Yeah, it has been,
they
and
shock these guys.
it shocked them it shocked them, and they cannot even believe it. So I feel like at this point they should adjust now. They should adjust. It's a normal thing at the P2B campaign. But then I do have a news from the streets of social media. So there's this illustrated picture of the PDP presidential candidate. That's a
Article.
Sometimes when I want to tell the stories, I can't correlate because I'm so amused. And then in the picture, he's okay, yeah, it speaks for itself. This is the height of blasphemy and insult to Christians. Atiku's team have been circulating this image since yesterday, portraying walking bomb shots as Jesus.
Wow.
Now, imagine P2B pictured as the holy prophet in Islam. Chaos would have erupted in the north. Atiku is evil. For me, I'm more concerned about the illustration. Like, you can see people literally begging at his feet. That is how people beg through PDP and APC administration. Beg for your basic rights. Beg for this thing. No, in fact, this is apt. If I had to say anything, I'll say it's very, very apt, because the way they are begging him and holding on to him is exactly what will happen.
So he's seen himself like Jesus.
Maybe I don't know what
He must apologize for this.
I don't know what
This is not acceptable,
it's trying
honestly.
to portray. I don't know what message this is supposed to send.
He
but
must apologize for this.
It actually sends a very accurate picture of the political state, of how it is.
And the little child also smoking there. Jeez.
It can't get any
What kind
worse
of
than
thing
this.
is this?
It can't get any worse than this.
What kind of thing is this?
But
Now, see, that's
is
an
this-
evil man with a cap on his head begging to. Are you
But-
people
but
see?
who
There's
made
a
the
lot of
illustration?
symbolism in
Yeah,
this.
hidden meanings.
But the
easily.
question is who
Who
put this
and
on?
where is this coming from?
Yes.
Where is this
so you
coming
may
from?
not accuse the PDP of it.
Yeah. We can't
I want to
exactly
accuse them
say.
of
We
it
can't
because
say
his
it's not.
image is there.
We can't
There's
say it-
nobody else we need to accuse about this. It's him that we accuse. He needs to come out, pick the picture,
Is this
write
supposed
an
to-
apology, and post for us. If you use P2B's image like this, it can't even happen, because anything that Labour Party puts out, we scrutinize it, we check it, and we proofread.
I'm
Look at the kind of thing that is going on here.
really concerned about the illustrations here, and I don't know where this was coming from. I don't know what this was supposed to achieve, but this is very concerning. It's very, because Nigerians look more pathetic than ever.
Yeah.
God, I beg, God have mercy. God have mercy.
Tomorrow you tell me that this is the unifier we are talking about, trying to incite the
uni
sensibility of other
No,
voters.
no.
It's shameful, honestly.
Okay.
And still, let's still look at Atiku's character
Okay.
the more.
Okay.
Atiku is trying to gain popularity from clout chasing, if you ask me. Remember a few days back we talked about him saying on national television that he reached out to
P2B, or
P2B
members of
and
his
Kwankwaso.
team.
Yeah.
Members of his team tried to associate
trying to reach
P2B
to-
and Kwankwaso. I think it was Kwankwaso, but they were just trying to bring people into the mess
and they
that was their
debunked
campaign.
that statement.
Strongly.
And now he's moved over to APC, talking about him. I think he lacks substance in this election.
Have you even seen those pictures of candidates from different political parties? So they put a picture of themselves and then they will attach a picture of Peter Obi to it.
Really?
No, so nobody has seen that.
They want to shine by force.
Yes, they would attach. This is happening across states, you know.
Yes.
You put a picture of your own self, you, the person that's campaigning, and then you now put Peter Obi there.
Just like I said, yeah, one of the Apuga senatorial candidates in one of the states in Anambra, just the state in Anambra, not one of the states, usually say when he goes to campaign, I got this, the right information that if you're done voting for me, remember that presidency, you vote for Peter Obi. You know, the way these guys do these things, if I accepted that this vote is going for Labour, and now they want to work on the people's psychic to move and vote for them.
Yeah, polls, online polls have actually been placing Peter Obi first, and then
anybody.
PDP, surprisingly, second, and then afterwards APC. So I know that the Emilio Kwans are very desperate right now. The Agbadorians, they are very desperate.
Will not work this time.
Yeah, Peter Obi is the hottest selling market in the world right now, in Nigeria especially.
Oh my God, this is killing me.
Everybody is cashing out with Peter Obi right now.
Now look at the heart. It's like ARC Pastor Tonye Patrick Cole. He's with APCO.
Double standard.
Vote Mr. How? Who is this guy?
Anti-party activity. He's suspended from the party.
He's like vote Peter Obi, then now vote me with APC, and I just don't know.
Even in the north, people are still deceiving northerners that Peter Obi is in PDP. I'm telling you, so you still have that poster of Atiku and PDP selling in the north.
Please, guys, Peter Obi is not with PDP. He is not with APC. He is with Labour Party. And
look at that one. Look at that.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my
Sim plus Obi. Sinful. This is PDP now for Governor Rivers State.
You guys know you're selling a bad air.
Y'all should rest now. They should put their own presidential candidate's picture with them and, you know, go like that.
But this is encouraging. Okay, the good side of this whole thing is that at least they recognize that Peter Obi is ahead of every other person when it comes to the presidency.
Yes.
So they just want to attach themselves. This is a poster for the governor, the person that Wike is supporting in PDP in Rivers State.
Yeah.
And that's the person that now has put Peter Obi side by side in his posters.
Yeah.
So that tells you that
it does say a lot.
we've won this election.
It does say a lot.
Yeah.
But have you been seeing like Najatu? You know, like we discussed her default from the APC last week.
Yeah.
And now the thing is, she has stood on her take.
Exactly.
Like she has stood. You know, they
Aisha Buhari cabal. Yes, we knew the cabal of Abba Kyari's of late, the Mamandauras, that everything that runs in the government. That is what a cabal is. And let me tell you who one of the cabals is Aisha Buhari. Aisha Buhari that is talking today is part of the cabal. Yes, we knew the cabal of Abba Kyari's of late, the Mamandauras, that she couldn't even come out to say. When she started talking about the cabal, she glossed on it. She didn't have the guts to come out and name names. I named names for the first time in Nigeria. I started to name names.
But that's interesting.
The point is that everything that runs in the government, that is...
You know, in what we've seen a lot in Nigerian politics is, let me say this in Igbo, Buta quota tomorrow, you change your honor. So like you see a lot of, like you see a lot of people, they are on this today, hey, this party is gonna, and then tomorrow they are saying something else, or they are going into the shadow because they are afraid. And I feel like the Obi Dati campaign has given people backbone, if you ask me. Like people now have the audacity to revolt. Like, you know, before everybody would just do whatever these opposing parties, the APC and PDP wanted. Everybody would just be within their ranks. But now having options is making Nigerians very, very bold. And I'm here for it.
And I think another factor we must look into is she's a lady. She's a woman. And I think that sometimes women politics is different from the kind of politics men play.
Okay.
They're not diplomatic to a fault
Yeah.
that they kill their own conscience.
Yeah.
The way this woman is talking shows you that women politics could be different from what we are seeing in Nigeria.
And the Obidati campaign has really encouraged this vocality from
Aisha,
women.
from
women. Like,
Peter
people are
Obi.
talking,
Yes.
and it's women are doing a lot of talking, and it's
You can't say this before and walk freely in the street of Nigeria.
at all.
You can't.
No, it was either going to be a hit or something unfortunate would happen, and that's how the person's story would end. But today, people know that Nigerians are on the lookout. If you move anyhow, we know that this is what you're doing. There's no more glossing over of these parties. And somebody shared the video on Twitter, and they're like, there's this woman that knows Tinubu, and she has something to say about him. Let's you know.
Yeah, this was in Lagos. Ibuku, can you just shut
Let me close my mouth. Let me try.
Okay, can you tell us what she was saying?
Actually, that one is obvious. Tinubu, that means Tinubu, you are a thief.
Yes.
And then at some point, she descends into what I think are curses, and claims that he hasn't taken care of his state or where he's coming from. I'm not particularly sure, but that's along the lines of what she's saying. And what is really striking me is the fact that she's very heated about it.
Yeah.
It's that if you think Tinubu is loved in the West, then I guess this video is for you. She said Tinubu will not see votes here from the Southwest. You guys don't know how much Yorubas hate Tinubu. Tinubu can never be the president of a Yoruba nation.
Oh my God.
It don't be.
Case closed.
It don't be. This is it.
Wow. You're from the Labour Party extraction. You just need to pop wine this evening.
Just relax. It's over.
Wow.
It's
this is
over.
interesting.
If it was an Igbo person that said it, they'll say it's because it's Igbo. They say it's our more Igbo. But see their own people now.
Yes. I have a story here. It's actually breaking news.
Okay.
Supreme Court affirms Senate President Lawan as Yobe senatorial candidate Machina loses. I don't know if you guys have been following this drama that has been playing out within Yobe North. The Senate president wanted to be president of this country, and he ran under the APC, the primaries, yes. And even though he lost out, but according to the laws, the constitution, you cannot be running for two offices at the same time. Okay, so this other man, Machina, was the one that now represented the party in the state level, and he emerged the candidate of the party. But after Lawan, the Senate president, lost the primaries, the presidential primaries, he went back to get the position. That's the Senate, because that's like their birthright.
Retirements.
Exactly, the retirement plan. So when he got there, and this man, this is not the first time they're going to court. They've been to the Court of Appeal, different courts, and this Machina was winning all through. I was just really glad that he